How do I do it? I said, this is the entitlement. Okay, assuming, do not consider. How do you provide it? You can say, okay, I will take 50 now, or I'll take 100. They'll say, no, 500. How do you provide it? And so we must be realistic.
I'll say you're the leader. Somehow leaders will figure it out.
No, but it should be realistic too. It should be realistic. Okay, take for example. I've just said here severally, and we don't want to take that. What does Abuja get from the Federation account? What do we get? What we get from the Federation account is that federal government gets $1 trillion, for example, in a month. For example, if I thought they do. 1% of $1 trillion is how much? Those of you who know mathematics. You know, which 100 billion?
1 billion.
10 billion naira. That is not up to for you to pay salary. Now, what do? You fall back to your IGR. Is it not correct?
The FCT wage is more than 10 billion naira a month?
It is 12-point-something billion naira a month. Salary.
Yeah, that's overhead.
And for over 47,000 workers, how do you have 47,000 workers in FCT? For Christ's sake.
Honorable Minister.
And then you now come to say, okay, I have to verify. Oh, labor will come in. They'll go on strike. You want to sack some workers, this and that and that. That's what you face. But the truth of the matter is that, okay, we fall back to our IGR.
Is it possible to...
No, hold on. So that let people know. Maybe you are trying to dodge because maybe your media outfit is also owing. The point I'm trying to say.
You know that my media outfit can never owe.
No, you owe.
We don't owe.
Okay, don't worry. I will publish it tomorrow.
We don't owe.
Now, you see what happens. Now, when you now come out to say, look, we must be aggressive to connect our IGL to be able to solve this problem. Then you also go back and say, oh, the manner and way the FCT is going about these taxes is not correct. There's no human face, not this. You want problem to be solved. I'm just being realistic now to tell you now, look at the problems. Now put it on the table. Government said, look, see what we are getting. And the only way we can achieve and get money to solve these problems will fall back to IGL. You know, payment of tax is a problem here. Payment is a problem. Yes. Most of you are living in Matama, Asokoro, Wuse, One. There are no poor people there, but you pay.
All right, Honorable Minister, I'm sure we'll have time to come back to FCT issues, but let's do things differently in this particular media chat. Yes. Let's go to politics. Obviously so, because just yesterday, the results of the local government elections that were conducted on Saturday were announced, and it's been more of knocks than kudos for the conduct of the election. And you not only participated, but that's your state, and a lot of people are saying that your hands are showing, you know, that we are seeing since Saturday. First, your quick comment. Your quick comment first on the elections.
Okay, so if you ask me, because when you said my hand was showing, I wanted to know how my hand was showing.
People are wondering how it happens that the rainbow coalition between the APC and the PDP, how did that happen?
First of all, let me comment about the election. This morning, I sat down, I was watching comments, particularly channels. On Saturday, before I went out to vote, I also watched channels. Problem we had in this country is misinformation. It's not my fault that you refuse to do your work. I am listening, I have seen media who, if you want to go in this area, you go and do your researches. To be adequately informed, so that when you ask you questions, Sometimes it beats my imagination when I see people on television. And these are people I should think that have done their investigative job, that they know they have carried out investigations, they now confront you with facts. I discovered that zero. First of all, you talk about legality of the election. It's most unfortunate. I believe that you have legal sections or legal departments who should be able to tell you what is this and what is that. I've said this severally. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse. He said it's illegal for an emergency rule to conduct the election.
But that is what the legal minds
I'm
were
coming.
saying.
I'm coming now. Give me the opportunity. I will educate you. This one, I'm very versed in this one. Not a media work, no. I won't go take your job. Now, have you read about the emergency powers of 2004 that was signed by President Olusegun Obasanjo? What does this say? What does this say? The president has power to suspend or modify some sections of the law under emergency rule. Under the emergency rule, we can make regulation for the governance of the emergency areas. And the president had done that. We say, oh, it's illegal for the emergency government to, but we accept military rule to conduct election for us. Military rule is an aberration. That's unknown to law. We will accept military rule conducting an election for democratically elected people.
Because the military rule at that time was the de facto government in power.
Why not wait? Why not wait now? Just wait. First of all, is military rule an aberration or not?
Just
In a
confirm
democracy.
You're referring to 1999. Are you referring to 1999?
I'm coming. I would have just asked you a simple question. Is military rule an aberration?
In a democracy,
The
it should
aberration
be.
is only sustained because of the suspension of the Constitution.
Fine. Now, under emergency rule, what does it say? What does the law say? You don't know under the emergency rule the suspension of certain provisions of the law.
Constitution.
I've said this severally. Now, you are talking about the president to leave the emergency rule by 18th of September, where the governor will come back and the state legislature will come back. And then there's no democracy in the third tier. Remember, the president did not declare emergency rule in the local government. It was the Supreme Court that set aside the election, that the election was not valid. And you also remember the Supreme Court before now said that there shouldn't be any caretaker committee at the local government level. And also, if the local government level is not democratically elected, they cannot access funds for the federation account. That is correct? Is that not correct?
Very well.
Fine. So the president did not notify the local government election. It was the court that nullified the local government election. Now, no, I'm coming. It was this emergency rule that gave president the power, the access to even say they should access funds for the federation account. That's why civil servants are being paid. Assuming that did not happen, well, what we have said today about local government council, where workers are not being paid because they cannot access money for the federation account. Also remember that because of this emergency rule, that the states were able to access funds from the federation account. Supreme Court has said there was no budget And therefore, state government cannot access for the foundation account.
Your Excellency.
No, can I finish?
Okay, go on.
Can I finish? So I let the public have the benefit of understanding and even appreciate the president for what he has done. Now, if this election is not conducted, and then the governor comes in, the state legislature comes in, right? In that case, how will local government access funds when there's no democratically elected government? How would they access funds to foundation account? How would the civil servant be paid? What would then be the fate of the grassroots level? You have crisis. You have crisis. And then the president now said, look, by the regulations I've made, you are therefore to conduct elections. Some people say, oh, the electoral act said 90 days, 150 days. They forget that the president has power to suspend some sections, and which he did by the regulations he passed or he made. And why should it be that each time is only in this part of the world? You are not a lawyer. By any act that has happened, you become a lawyer. You are not a judge who is given the responsibility for interpretation of the Constitution, our laws. You make yourself a judge. And you have not taken steps to challenge this. I thought, as people who are civilized, who want the rule of law, who want the law to grow, I will tell our party, my party, challenge this in court. This is not going to be allowed. Just like what we did when RISEC conducted or trying to conduct election. We went to court and said, court, no. No. They have not followed the provisions of the Electoral Act and the Constitution, therefore they cannot conduct this election. The court gave judgment, saying, yes, you are right. It was in your media houses where they were showing that this judge is corrupt. He took money. He did this. He did that.
But it's not.
No, I am coming. I will not allow you to interject us. I will not agree. The world must hear. The must hear the truth. And that's what we owe the public. When Justice Lifu of the Federal High Court gave that judgment, it was all over everywhere that he took bribe. He did this and that. So they were screwing it. The bar. AIT was screwing it. Arise was screwing it. The matter went to a Court of Appeal. Court of Appeal set aside the judgment of the Federal High Court. You also came out and said, oh, now the law has taken place. Then people want to appeal to Supreme Court. Supreme Court said, no. The Federal High Court was right. The Court of Appeal, you were wrong. See. It was based on that judgment, all of you now are interpreting the number of days that ought to be given by RISEC. And they said, look, that, oh, who appointed, that the administrator has no right to appoint RISEC. Rubbish. The emergency law, the administrator, is on behalf of the president. The president even submitted the names of members of RISEC to National Assembly. Remember, under emergency rule, now there is no state assembly, the National Assembly takes over. And that's why the National Assembly had to pass the budget of the state, of the state government. And which is why the state administrator is the one now presiding over that budget. Nobody argues that why should National Assembly pass the budget of the state? Nobody. It was the National Assembly that approved and screened and approved the nomination by Mr. President of members of RISEC.
Which wasn't without controversy.
Eh?
Which wasn't without controversy.
Controversy how?
The screening of the National Assembly, but let us, I mean,
No,
I digress.
No, you have brought it up.
Yes.
Let the public know the controversy of the chairman.
Of the chairman.
You see, that is the problem we have in this country.
Wasn't there controversy at the National
Let me tell
Assembly?
you, if you create a controversy on your own, does not mean there's a controversy. What's the controversy?
That
That the
is not
president
an
has
indigene.
nominated somebody, a Nigerian.
Who's not an indigene of that state?
What is indigenship? Who will he appoint in River State now to be the chairman of River State Independent Electoral Commission? That you will not say that is biased, that are attached to this group or that group. No, tell me, you want to bring St. Atedopin aside to be the chairman. Who will you bring that's not linked to Wike or is not linked to this person? Now the president is wisdom to make sure at least we should have people who are a bit independent. Okay, chairman, let me go outside. Somebody who's not attached to anybody in the state. The issue of indigenship. And that, why not say who will do the work? And we're talking about controversy. What is the controversy? Somebody from the South?
Now, Your Excellency,
The
the elections.
The people are talking about.
Yes.
Is Wike a PDP member happy that APC won 20 local government chairmanship positions
Yes.
in Rivers State?
Yes.
Did you campaign for PDP?
Including
Even
your
with
own
this-
local
Hold on. So Wike is very popular today.
Where are you?
Hold on.
Yes.
Wike is popular today. Is it not the same people I hear in our rights? I hear in the AIT, I hear in the channels that say, look, Wike cannot say he's going to determine what happens or not. He can only determine in his own local government. I have determined now in my own local government. I'm a member of PDP. I won in my local government.
And the people who won in APC,
people are saying
and the
it's-
people who won in
it's the
APC,
case of
are
Wike
on
defeating-
different-
No.
Wike.
You see, you blow hot and cold. You said, look,
Well, would you be fair to say the way you are handling things at the moment, because you speak that you are a PDP member still, but every other action you take is in support of the APC.
what kind of
And
action
then-
did I take?
You wear a
No.
mask.
What
You said now that you delivered your own local government
Yes.
in this election, and you
Yes.
delivered it to the APC.
No, it's not correct. You see the problem we have? You see where your mind is?
Okay.
No, hold on. Nigerians should know. See where your mind said.
Okay, I might have
I
made a
said
mistake
my
with
local
this,
government.
but
No. Luckily, this is a live program. I never said here that my local government is APC. I never said so. I said your media house, all of you, you always say Wike cannot influence what happens in other local government. He can only influence what happens in his own local government. That the people in those local governments are those to choose where to go to. And I have agreed to that. And I have influenced, campaigned for my people, vote for PDP. And my people have voted for PDP in my local government. Now you are angry that APC won. No, listen. You are angry that APC won in the local government, which means why did I not extend the influence I didn't have?
I'm not talking about your influence.
Are you happy with the results of these elections? 20 local government councils, a clean sweep by the All Progressives Congress, and just 20 local government councils by the PDP. Many times on this platform, three by the PDP. A lot of times on this platform, in the media chat, you have said that you will work for the re-election of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu ahead of 2027. Is this a preview of what is yet to come in the 2027 general elections?
Now, can I tell you, the local government that determines who wins what in the state is my local government. Okay. It's Port Harcourt local government. And Obobama local government. And these are local government won by PDP.
But this is just
Listen.
That what occurred in River State over the weekend on Saturday is what we are going to see in 2027. That is my question.
Mind you should know that every election has its own perspective. Look at it. Two, you should know what is happening. Are people happy with what is happening in PDP? Did PDP contest in those local governments?
Where APC contested.
Yeah, did they contest?
The last, sorry,
That
please.
is not correct. Go
sorry.
and get your facts. People are, you see, that's why when you want to say something.
Your Excellency,
No,
the last time I raised this issue, the last time I raised this issue of a collaboration between the APC and the PDP.
Let me educate you people. Because you have refused to go and do your research. Even what you said, the ADD, see what you said. You don't even have the facts.
Well, not in all the local...
No, it's not about saying, if I were you, what you should have done was to go to research. Can I have parties who are participating?
But you will not allow us to do that.
No, I don't.
Okay, do you want me to give you the facts now of the research?
No, you can't give me. Can I? You see the problem? Excuse me. Okay. This is for me to educate the public.
All right.
It's not for you to educate the public.
Okay.
So don't be taking my time before you go on the advert and this and that. So let me tell the public. I thought that you should have written to research. Can we have parties that are contesting this election? What are their candidates' names in the local, in the various local governments? It's not every party that can say we see their candidates in Obiapo or in Port Harcourt or in Obwebaba or in Obama. No. So you don't expect to win where you do not fit candidates. Where you do not fit candidates. And what I was thinking, for the first time in the history of this country, you didn't hear gunshots. For the first time in the history of this country, you didn't hear hijacking of materials. And for the first time in the history of this country, no political party has come out to say, look, we don't believe in this kind of election.
Do they have the strength to do that?
What is my business about strength now?
Democracy, 20 local government to the APC.
Yes.
I think at the heart of what I was trying to get at
yes.
was that you have often, repeatedly said you will work to return, just like you said, President Tinubu
Have I denied that?
So
what has that got to do with the local government? Why didn't I give my own local government to APC if that is the basis?
Your Excellency, let me tell you what the research that you didn't want to hear is about.
Yes.
In the last media chat,
okay.
I raised the question of that alliance between the APC and the PDP.
Yes.
That the two parties had agreed to work together and give local governments to themselves.
Okay.
Which was why in your local government, for instance,
yes.
because you wanted to retain your position in PDP, Obiapo
yes.
was for PDP.
Yes.
People who are very close to you politically,
yes.
in Emoha, for instance,
yes.
one of your staunchest supporters, Dr. Chidi Lloyd,
yes.
contested on the platform of the APC.
Yes.
There was no PDP candidate
yes.
upon the election
yes.
against him.
Yes.
In what's Brother Francis Obua's local government, I think, Onega also, it was PDP. There was no APC candidate.
Yes.
Another staunch supporter of yours, former chairman of the PDP in Rivers State, Ambassador Desmond Akao,
yes.
I saw him
yes.
campaigning for the APC
yes.
in his local government.
Yes.
The APC won in his local government,
yes.
which buttressed the point that I wanted to make the last media chat, yes. that there was an alliance. Yes. They call it Rainbow Coalition between the APC and the PDP, which was a master plan by you to maintain dominance over the PDP and the APC.
Assuming they're not conceding.
So it's not a question of
whether
political parties contested or not.
Assuming they're not conceding, you must give us credit to come up with such an alliance that will bring peace in the state. Why not try it in your own state and see whether it will work? So you must come to study us. You must come to study us. I said, assuming do not consider. What I'm saying, you have to hear your channel, hear me now. What I'm trying to say is that this is what you have alleged. I have not accepted, but I said, okay, assuming that was done. What does it tell you? What is important in
you have your hands in the two political parties.
No, the point I'm making, whether I have my hands or not, strategy in politics is what matters.
What is this?
Let's
look at the national strategy in politics is very, very important. First of all, you're always talking about gunshots in elections in Rivers State. You're talking about hijacking of materials in Rivers State. You always say so. And now, if the people have sat down, I should be to say, look, we will not allow these gunshots again. Okay. We will not allow this hijacking of materials. Let's sit on our own, see how can we move our state forward. and that has not given them peace. Why are you worried? That there's peace. So you would have been happy if you hear Rivers State 20 people were shot. You carry such news to make headline that 20 people were shot in Rivers State yesterday. You'll be very happy. Now, Rivers people have defeated you on that. They have defeated you on that. There will not be any more gunshots. Now look at even what you said. Look at what Channel said. They went to Ward 13, Rumola, Arumokuta, Arumadoro. You don't know. Rumola is when you're going to Aba Road, where you have lock-up shops everywhere. So they said they went to Unit 20 and 21 by 9:30. If you follow the pattern of elections in Nigeria, you know that people come out very well from 10 o'clock. When I was watching channels, they were saying voters apathy. Assuming they not conceding that there were in Unit 21, Unit 20 and 21 of Ward 13 in Obiabo that will vote apathy. How does that affect 7,000 units? 7,000 units. Then when I went to my own unit to vote, the lady who was the one carrying that news was in my unit. I said, hey, you are the one whom I just watch on television now. He said, yes. Now, what's the voters apathy now? She said, no, because I said, Channel, you want to defend your media. Now, she said, I'm going to correct it. I said, you see, this is the problem we have in this country. Have you been to Eche? Have you been to Omumba? Have you been to Gokela? Have you been to Kana? Have you been to Tai? Have you been to Eleme? Have you been to Anthony? Have you been to Abuodua? Have you been to Ahoda West? Have you been to Ahoda West? No, the point I'm making is that the point I'm making is that you already have a predetermined mind.
No, that is unfair.
No, it's not.
The point I'm trying to make is this lady at the point where she is, it could be there are no persons there.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. The point I'm saying, why can you say out of 7,000 polling units, and you saw Unit 20 and 21, and you are saying that vote apathy?
Your Excellency,
you are sending a wrong message, which is not correct.
Your Excellency, I'm not going to defend that, and it's for a very clear reason, because we will not report what we did not see.
You did not see. You cannot use 2 units.
If the
to
visuals
judge 7,000 polling units.
Yeah.
You are sending a wrong signal,
okay,
which is not fair. And then you came to my unit, you saw a mammoth crowd, and then I asked you, how would you now report it? She said, oh, she will correct it. That is not fair.
No, we will report what we're saying as well. We also reported what we saw.
You cannot use 2 units to judge 7,000 polling units.
Your Excellency, we will also report what we saw, but we're going
you are very biased.
We're diverting from attention. Let me just a moment. Let me quickly take you up on this issue, because you tried to educate us on the legality of the elections, which was the basis upon which a lot of Rivers people had problems with the elections. For a number of people, they said, just a moment.
Now you have said a wrong word. The majority of Rivers people. How did you get the majority of Rivers people?
Okay, well, I did not say majority. I said a lot of people.
Who are the lot of people? Because you saw 10 people who came out to write on the newspapers.
Okay.
That is the problem you have.
Okay, just a moment. So let's just say some people.
Which is natural.
And let us question the basis that you said that the elections were legal.
Yes.
Which is the issue of, you said military rule. And I asked you a question if you were referring to the 1999 transition from military dictatorship to our democracy. Was that what you were referring to?
What I'm saying is this. I said, emergency rule is provided in the Constitution. I'm coming. So you know what I'm saying. Provided. And that under the emergency rule, that the president has power to make regulations concerning the governance of that emergency areas. And that under emergency rule does not mean that you don't follow rule of law. And that the president under the regulation made has said elections should be conducted. And then I'm saying, if emergency rule, which is even provided in the Constitution, you are saying I cannot conduct election to allow democracy at the top tier level, that if what is provided in the Constitution, allowed in the Constitution, cannot do this, are you now saying people who came to the barrel of gun, which has no provision in the Constitution, can now conduct election for democratically elected people? That is the basis of what I said. That emergency rule is provided in the Constitution, and that the president has power to make regulation as to the governance of that area. And that people are now coming up to say, look, let me just tell you, some people have said, under the Electoral Act, I said, they've not even read the regulation. The president has suspended some sections of the Electoral Act and then some sections of the law concerning Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission. And that has paved the way for that regulation to hold election.
All right. Honorable Minister, maybe that should be your argument. But the
not what should be my argument.
Now, but the argument about military rule is that once you hear the martial music, the Constitution is already suspended. So there's no state of vacuum.
Why not wait? You see, that's my problem with you. What I said here, you would have understood what I said. If the emergency rule that provided in the Constitution, if you are saying that they cannot conduct election because the emergency rule, and then you are not talking about the one that came to the barrel of God, which you are saying they have suspended Constitution.
Right, we understand your argument.
So you understand what I'm saying? So you understand what I'm saying? But the point we are making is that let people, let people hear and let people know, is that some people have gone to court. What did the court say? The court said, go ahead with the election. And we're here killing ourselves under what law? The body that is allowed for interpretation of our laws has said, go ahead with it. Then you are now coming here to be the judge, to be the lawyer, to be everything.
All right.
Sorry.
Who does that?
Minister, I think you've almost exhausted the local election in your state. We'll still have more, but I just want to...
It's 11 o'clock, so we have to take a break.
Please, let me just quickly...
We normally take a break.
Let's take a break. We will come back and we will finish this discussion around the local government elections and take on other matters as well. Please stay with us.
You will never be a unity today.
Coming soon to over 500 million smartphone
We are not just bragging.
We blaze the trail in broadcasting. And it is about you.
At KAFTAN TV, broadcasting is not just about information, education, and entertainment.
It's an aggregation of all you need to know in Nigeria
and around the world to create signal. At KAFTAN Television, we have all it takes to be on top in broadcasting.
Our mission is simple: to project Africa in a truthful yet positive manner.
Wait, we're coming to you in style.
Here we are, starting from September.
Look at what the facts are.
And as you say on KAFTAN TV, imagine a beautiful world.
In the beginning, God created a beautiful world.
3, 2, 1. Action.
And that's why, at KAFTAN Television,
we imagine a beautiful world.
We are not just bright.
Everybody has got the right. No shaking, no wahala. We there for you. No lele. Oh yes. From north to south, east to west, you got the power, you got the right to enjoy value for money. We are FCCPC. For your consumer rights 24/7. FCCPC. We are right by your side. Oh yeah. FCCPC. Oh, no shaking, we dey campaign. We are here with you for a better night. FCCPC. 24/7. FCCPC. We are here with you for a better night.
FCCPC, promoting choice, ensuring fairness.
Everybody has got the right. No shaking, no wahala. We there for you. No lele. Oh yes. From north to south, east to west, you got the power, you got the right to enjoy value for money. We are FCCPC. For your consumer rights 24/7. FCCPC.
Taken too far and a double tragedy for Nigeria's democracy. How do you react to this comment?
Okay, thank you very much. Let me take Atiku first. The court stopped last local government election, right? The government went ahead and conducted the election. The same Atiku hailed the government for disobeying the court order. Disobeying the court order. The Federal High Court gave injunction. The election should not be held. And we thought, as a man who occupied that number 2 position, all he would have done was to say, look, we're in a democratic system. It doesn't matter how the judgment, how it went. It must respect the rule of law. But he supported the election should take place. Listen, I don't blame Atiku because he was recalcitrant to his boss. He didn't know that his boss signed the emergency rule in 2004. If he knew, if he was obedient and working along with his boss, who the President Olusegun Obasanjo, he would have known that the president has power to make regulations as per the governance of the emergency areas. So he was not in tune. He doesn't know. And like I said, what you don't know, don't comment about it. If Atiku has commented about custom now, I know he has worked in custom, he has experience, I can give it to him. But this is law. He doesn't know that 2004 emergency act that was signed by his boss. Look at the man. Look at that system. 1999, he was in PDP. 2007, he ran under some Congress. 2011, he came back to PDP to run for a presidential ticket. He left. 2015, 14, he went to APC. He ran for the presidency. 2017, he came back to PDP, became the candidate in 2019, became the candidate in 2023. Now again, he had left for ADC to seek for president. Did they prescribe drug for presidency for him? Now, take Peter Obi. He said rascality. Who can be more rascal than Obi? Obi became a governor. He was governor for Anambra State for 8 years. He conducted local government election 2 months to when he was leaving office. 2 months, 8 years as governor. Does he have what it takes to comment about conduct of election that was properly done and backed up by law? When Obi was governor, Nigerians forget easily. Doctors were on strike for 13 good months. Hospitals were shut down. 13 good months. Are we saying that we're not aware of this? So what do you mean rascality? Who's more rascal? So you should not take the views of the, because you see, their anger is that they are looking for where they will get funding. And that's no longer available in River State. They have no capacity or morals to even talk about it. A competent court of jurisdiction, Federal High Court, gave order, gave judgment, said, look, don't do this. Atiku was one of those who held the conduct of that election. Now, under the regulatory power of the president, on the emergency rule, he has said, go ahead and conduct local government election. What I thought we should have been more preoccupied is, one, was election free and fair? If you ask me, I saw State Independent Electoral Commission chairman. Of course, you know, I don't even know most of them, but they call me. I'm from Sokoto, I'm from Ogun, I'm from this. We came to ask their report. They said, in 30 days, in 1 month, you could do this. When somebody has done well, say the person has done well. If I have my way, I would recommend the chairman and members, the president should take it to the national level. It is very clear. It is very, very clear. Look at the conduct of the election. You have seen people are saying, for the first time in our history, no gunshot, no kind of ballot boxes, no kidnapping of returning officers. And nobody wants to come out and commend security agencies and the RUSEC. You're only saying illegal. Illegal to you. The court has not pronounced it illegal.
Honorable Minister, earlier when you were answering my question concerning the landslide victory of APC in the just concluded local government polls, you had mentioned that the People's Democratic Party did not field a candidate in all the local government councils. However, we were also, the last time we were here, talking about the collaboration between the APC and the PDP in order to foster peace and stability in the state, even in electioneering periods. Is this collaboration a deliberate step? Or was it the reason why PDP decided not to field candidates in certain local government areas in River State in the last election?
You are the one saying collaboration.
No, you said collaboration a gentleman agreement you in the last media chance.
Why not hold on? First of all, let me bring the antecedent. Before, you said that PDP contested election in all the local government. I said, do you have the facts? You don't have the facts. He said, collaboration. I said, assuming, though not conceding that there was this collaboration. No, I'm coming now. I said, assuming, though not conceding that there was a collaboration, will you not commend this collaboration? That does not mean I consider. However, let me also say this. Let me also say this. You know, as time goes on, PDP has been a predominant party in Rivers. No doubt about that. You also know that PDP has had its own problems. People are losing faith. People are losing faith in PDP, whether you agree or not. It's not to come out on television to say this or that. That's the truth of the matter.
That is your own assertion of the People's Democratic Party as it stands right now.
I should say more than you, because you're not a member of the party.
But you are, Your Excellency.
That's what I'm saying. So that was, I should say more.
Okay.
You should listen to me.
Okay.
And when I'm talking, I'm an authority in PDP.
All right.
Right. Therefore, what we are trying to do, people are losing confidence. Remember, our party in the states had problem with national level. Where the national level caused serious crisis in our party in the state. And so many people have lost their interest. Many people have lost interest. All we are trying to is, look, you cannot lose interest. Those of you who still have that confidence that you can run, will encourage you. And mind you, you don't push people to run. You have to go and pay for form. If you don't have the money, you can pay. We don't have a governor who would have, of course, may have funded. Now it's no longer available. So I cannot go and purchase form for everybody because I don't have that resources. I don't have it. But the one I can do, I did. To prove that how many PDP people have won one seat in their own states. Mention.
So are you proud now that out of 23 local governments
Yes.
in Rivers State,
Yes.
your party,
Yes.
the PDP, won 3?
No, I'm proud
Does that
that
make you
PDP
proud?
won the
No,
determinant.
you are proud because APC that won is also...
Listen to what I'm saying. I would prefer that, I would prefer that, look, I am dominant in the local government that determines what happens in the state.
That's what we are called.
You cannot do without Obiamo. You can't.
Does that justify the huge figure that RISEC announced for Obiamo? 350-something thousand in the last election. APC in the presidential election in 2023 got just a little over that
It's
figure.
not
in the entire
correct.
state.
It is not correct. Mind you,
correct,
listen. You see, that's the problem you have. People have. We look at the pattern of results from 1999. Go and check the history. Who has given the highest number of votes? You don't just come up to say, this is a local election. You know that the turnout will be more. Councillorship is like community or family affairs. People come out. People even take councillorship more serious than you talk about governorship and no, because it has to do with family or communities. So I don't know what your worry is. Is your worry that it is illegal, or your worry is that you don't believe that this number of people done that?
Our worry is how you are able to do it. PDP and APC.
Excuse me.
Because like I pointed out earlier, those who won in APC are your boys. They are all your boys.
Can I tell you, I was chairman of that local government. The record was very clear. Nobody had 2 terms in that local government, but I broke that history. I was governor of that area. You can't take my record that there was nothing. No, you cannot. You can't. The record, hold on, don't interfere. Don't worry. We won. And my people believe, whether you like it or not. It's not by coming out, like I've always said, you have always preferred those who will come sunrise, who will come early morning of arise, people who don't have facts. They don't have the facts. As I speak here, I can tell you if election is conducted today, presidential election, governorship election, I can tell you how each local government will fare. I can tell you authoritatively. I can tell you where we may have problems because I have been in it and I know it very well. I'm not talking just to satisfy you. If you want to, look, in 2015, you had a governor who was in APC, correct? We defeated him. In 2019, you had what the federal government did to us by bringing the army. It didn't work. You had a super minister, Minister Grade A. It didn't work. In 2023, you still had the same Minister Grade A. He supported PDP, Atiku. It didn't work. So look at the pattern. So if you say today, and look, let me tell you, I have a problem as a member of PDP. You know why? What is going on now? I've never seen the level of empowerment of any state than Rivers State in terms of political appointment. It's a problem for me as a member of PDP. Since the history of Rivers State, be it military or civilian, we have never had that kind of political appointments at the federal level. Never. So it's a threat. Listen. Even when you are preaching, the people will ask you, what are you preaching? See. See, sir. Bonny Road, they almost completed. Sir, what are you trying to tell us? Sir, look at the enemy area. That is where you have the refinery. It's almost completed. So you have to be careful.
So the APC is threatening you in River State?
It's a threat.
To you?
Yes, it's a threat.
Supporting the APC
now listen, no. You have to face reality. You have to face reality. Whether PDP likes it or not, they had the opportunity. The only thing that's going for me now, and that's why I won my local government, is because my people believe and still have that faith in me. I have not told them to leave APC. I mean to leave PDP. But you should also know that I have said severally, and I did it in 2023, and there's no confusion about it, that I will still support PDP.
You still didn't get to answer the question that I asked. Are you?
No, you are not the examiner. Because I did not answer the
question.
I'm not.
But I'm curious. I'm curious because in answering these questions, at the heart of it is what you are saying and what you are doing. What you are doing is you want the APC to succeed. So what does it do for you that it's just I mean, you say that you delivered your local government. What does it do for your party, PDP, in Rivers State? Looking at it, because if the governor...
Are you aware that APC won presidential election in 2023 Rivers? Are you aware that PDP won the governorship election? So what is the rule about here? That the APC won local government election, therefore, it means that APC will win the governorship election. So what's the rule? I have told you, every politics is local. I want to tell you, whether you like it, you don't like it. The truth is that, as it stands today, if Mr. President contests the presidential election, he will win. That does not mean, listen, that does not mean that any other party will win the governorship. So I have always said, and you must know that, have it at the back of your mind. It is not about whatever you feel, whether you are happy, you are not happy. We are not here to make you happy. We are here to make Rivers people to be happy. What makes Rivers people to be happy is what we're interested in.
Your Excellency, can I just ask one question, completely unrelated? Has the Constitution, since a state of emergency has been declared in Rivers State, which is constitutional, you say is provided for in the Constitution, and people know it is provided for in the Constitution, is the Constitution suspended when a state of emergency is declared in a state?
No, I said certain laws, the president has right to suspend certain sections as it relates to some laws. I said so. And it is there. It is there very clear. And that's why he suspended some sections of the Electoral Act of 2022 and suspended some provisions of the Rivers State Independent Electoral Law and Rivers State Local Government Law. He has the power, and that's what people should know. And again, if you watch, part of the regulation he made, he said, look, upon the notice of this election, if you want to challenge it, you have between 7 days to challenge it.
Interestingly.
I'm coming. Okay, go ahead.
Just because you've answered my question. Okay. Interestingly, only recently at a book launch of a friend of yours, Mohammed Adoke,
Yes.
SAN, former Attorney General.
Yes.
I do remember that I think was the Vice President who was there, Kashim Shettima, who had also experienced the state of emergency while he was governor of Borno State. And he talked about the suspension of a governor of a state under emergency rule, which continues to be controversial. And if I can remember clearly what he said that the president doesn't have the powers to suspend.
I don't want to go into that because we are overblowing it. Mind you, let us ask the scenario quite different. Remember, Supreme Court has said there was no government in Rivers. Supreme Court has said there was no government in Rivers. What does it mean? Supreme Court said you cannot make yourself a dictator by making sure that no arm of government survives, that they cannot allow dictatorship. So the scenario is quite different. So I don't want to go into the interpretation of what the Vice President said. People are misinterpreting that, what he said. So this is quite different scenario. Yes. A matter went to court, Supreme Court said, look, there was no government in Rivers. When there's no government in Rivers, what is the implication?
Honorable Minister, sir.
Let's leave Rivers alone.
Yes, let's come to national level. Some school of thought will say Nyesom Wike wears a mask, you know. It's PDP in the daytime, APC by night. But your party, you still claim to be a member of PDP and well-rooted in that party. The PDP has now zoned the presidency to the south, chairmanship to the north. Is that a plus for you? Would you be running? Some other senior members of the party are even rooting for ex-president Jonathan to run, or Peter Obi to return to the party. Where is your position here?
Well, let me correct you. I want to ask you. Those people who say Wike'S wearing a mask, what are they wearing? You see, you see, Nigerians don't like those who are very blunt and who will tell you where they are. Right from day one, I did say with my colleagues, listen, PDP, you are shooting yourself. And if you allow what is going on to continue, you pay. And what did I say? Or what did we say? You cannot have the presidential candidate at the same time national chairman of the party. It is better now you have stolen the presidential ticket. They stole it. And again, stole the national chairman. I said to purge you. And it really purged them. And I have no regret for it. Now you see, I have appeared in this forum before. And I said, listen, you have to, the presidency must go back to the south for them to be able to complete their 8 years. I never hid it. I said it. And people were making noise, at the end of the day, what has happened? Now they realize that yes, it's true. We cannot take president and take chairman. Now you have given yourself national chairman. Let the president go to the south. Why not be that as used to be? Why not be that arrogant to say nothing will happen? No, they realize that something will happen. It happened in 2023. Even this one you have done now. To what? Bringing Obi to where? Obi to where? You want to kill the party the ball?
You won't allow.
Obi that, I mean, you see, if somebody don't have characters, Obi, that was abusing the party, that the party is rotten is this, so the party is good enough for you to come and run for, you see these people, ambition can make you even go to Satan's house.
Minister,
don't excuse me, don't rush, you ask question. So, Obi is not anybody who says so, like the Bala said, I heard him say, and that is Bala's opinion, he's entitled to his opinion, but if you want to destroy the party, dare it. If you want to destroy this party, dare to bring Obi. Let even Obi come. There's no way he will go because of ambition. Can't we be principled? Because you are looking for president. Anybody that, if he is not available, this person costs me, this person costs me. So no more ideology, no longer principle. You talk about Jonathan. I respect Jonathan very well. I know he judged the role as an elder statesman. And somebody the international community respects. And I think he will continue with that. These people who are weighing Jonathan, what is their strength? Are they not the same people who played him game in 2015? Some of these people, I see what I don't like is people who are trying to play to the gallery. Baba is entitled to say he's waiting for Jesus Christ. He's waiting for Prophet Muhammad. He's entitled to. But that is not the view, or that's not the opinion of, you have heard that there's a governor that who intends to run. If that governor is true that he intends to run, how will Banana be saying that PDP is waiting for either His Excellency President Goodluck Jonathan, former president, or His Excellency Peter Obi? For Christ's sake, nobody should cause problem for the party. When you cause problem for the party, you now say people are behind this problem. You are the one trying to. How will anybody even contemplate?
Are you going to run since it's been zoned to the south? Are you running for presidency?
I will not run. So don't even. Let me tell you. Wait, that's what excuse me. So you hear it very well. You know, people have to cause confusion everywhere. I have. Don't stop me. I have integrity. I have character. There's no way. My appointer is there. We are saying he should run. Then I'll turn around to say I want to run. What kind of, we are talking as if people who don't even have integrity. What will my children ask me?
Okay, Your Excellency.
So your support is for Tinubu.
Is it today you need?
It's obvious.
I'm surprised.
Even when your party, when your party has zoned its presidency to the south as well.
That's why you zoned. To satisfy. You see, it's late.
I'm curious to ask.
Yes.
You talked about party ideology and principles that these politicians don't have. The ones you mentioned, Atiku, Peter Obi. I'm just curious as to your thoughts generally. Is that something that permeates our political landscape in Nigeria
no, it's
now?
Not correct. You could prefer those. Okay, take for example, where have I left? From since 1998. I've been in PDP. I have told you when there's a fight, I'll fight it there. Look, how you know character. I mean, look, I just analyzed to you here. Atiku, 1999. 2007, he ran under Action Congress. 2011, he came back around for the presidential ticket of PDP. 2014, he left PDP and went to APC and ran for the presidential ticket. 2017, he came back and became president candidate of PDP 2019 and became president candidate of PDP 2023. Now again he had left to ADC to seek for presidential ticket. Is there any prescription of drug?
Okay.
For him, I mean, it doesn't matter. That's why I said about principle. Is that a coalition now? See what they call coalition. When CPC and ACN say, look, we want to fight the ruling party. Let's form a party. And which one they come with? All Progressive Congress. That is a coalition. Not about you. Every time you want to be this, if you don't get it, you move to the other party. He says a coalition. How can that be a coalition? It cannot be a coalition. Yeah. A coalition is when two political parties, or more than two political parties, come together. Then you say, look, they are forming this for purposes of defeating the ruling party. Not when you, an individual, you didn't get ticket here this year. You run to the other party. Then if you didn't get there, you run to the other party, it's a coalition. That cannot be the definition of a coalition.
Interestingly, your media aide released a statement shortly after the PDP did the zoning, and he said that you had been vindicated. Yourself and the G5 governors were vindicated.
Okay.
He also asked a question in that statement. I want to believe he was speaking for you when you were saying, is it not too late? Can you answer that question?
I have not said it here.
It's too late.
You know, just something you have come out on time for people to be a president, to run for presidency. It's not by mouth. Except you just want to. You see, there are people who want to answer, I was presidential candidate. There are so many people who say, look, I was presidential candidate. It will be their CV. And then they say they are not the leader of the party being the presidential candidate. For Christ's sake, I've been into this business. I came out to run for presidency before. I know what it took me to go around this country. That is for primary election, not even general election. I know where I was heading to. So it is not just only the resources. You will also have to be mentally alert and be prepared. Psychologically, you have to. It's not, oh, it has been zoned to us. Therefore, I can now run. No, it's not done that way. It's not done that way. That's what I'm saying. That, look, except somebody, and I have not seen. I have not seen who in the party. Bana said he didn't, he sacrificed his ambition. But as you know the truth now, he knows it was not going to be easy.
Honorable Minister.
Yes.
All right. The former governor of Kaduna State was quoted as saying that he couldn't figure out the pathway for Bola Tinubu's presidency in 2027. Him winning the 2027 election, that there might be a runoff election, and in that runoff, that Bola Tinubu definitely will not be first or second, that is going to become distant third.
Okay. So you want to find them. You see, Erufai, my friend, but he failed in this mathematics. He goofed. He would have completed it. I'm telling us, since I know Tinubu will come third, he should also provided who will be first and second. You see how he failed the mathematics now. How did he arrive at who would be third? Then he will not arrive who will be first and second.
Can't we assume that
he knows
that he's projecting the ADC as coming
first? He should have come out to tell us. You see, one thing I like about Erufai is that he speaks his mind. But sometimes speaking your mind, say the one that is correct. In this one, I'll put a bet if he agrees. If Tinubu does not win this election squarely, I'll put a bet. You see, I watched him, he said they should go and ask Jonathan. No two persons are the same. No two persons are the same. The mere fact you were able to survive that, succeed in that, does not mean you can do that. We are also here too. So as I'm sitting down here, do I look at somebody that you come and win River State? It's not possible.
So you don't foresee a runoff?
Which runoff? With who?
Honorable Minister.
Which run off with who? Let me tell you. You see, what you have is complain. They just did by-elections. Well, hold on, you asked a question. They just did by-elections. What happened? Complain. You see, we are used to complaining. I have told you, I don't like excuses. What I cannot do, what I cannot achieve, I will tell you, this is not possible. It's not possible. People are just, you see, people are accusing research. I was watching. Tell me which election that INEC did that people did not accuse them. Mention one election. Is there anybody who has lost election in this country and has come out to say, listen, apart from Jonathan, who came out and said, I concede to this. Mention one person that has run election in this country and agreed that, look, the way it went is the will of the people. Mention. You see, until we have this spirit that is a game. I've tried my best. I've put in my best. It didn't go the way I thought it should go.
Is it possible in Nigeria?
Why is it not possible?
That come with
Why not do things to
office?
encourage people to do that? Why do you think it's impossible? I'm not human. How many times have you preached that people should try to learn this and abide to it? Rather, you always bring in, something that's so pessimistic. You said here, rivers. You said the rivers. How come? It means that with proper planning, assuming that people can sit down and say, look, the interest of our nation, the interest of our state, the interest of our community is paramount. Can we go this way and achieve peace? That's what you should be encouraging people. Not when people do something that has come to say, surprising you, there's peace, there's orderliness. You now go, is that democracy? Until they shoot themselves, until they kill unborn houses, that's only when you say there is a democracy. The moment you don't kill, the moment you don't kidnap people, there's no democracy. Our definition of a democracy in Nigeria, from you people's perspective, is that houses have been bought.
Your Excellency, I think that the media will not accept that because, we're here because the Constitution supports our role in a democracy.
No, please, I think you are also misunderstanding. The media should not go free without criticism. You cannot say you have a right to criticize. We don't have a right to come up to say this is your own role that you're not carrying out.
No, but we're
in as much as you criticize and bring out issues, we should also have an opportunity telling you where you are, that this is what you are doing that is not right. Okay. So whether you accept it or not, is not. To me, we will tell you what you are doing that is not right, and we have told you here, part of it, you go to your media, you are, if I tell that you are biased, what's wrong with that?
Your Excellency,
I will say so.
I will always say that we will do our best to maintain balance. But let me quickly ask you this. You've dismissed Mr. Peter Obi, even though he said that he seems to understand the mood in the nation and he understands that, look, even this zoning to the south, it does appear that the south only has one term. And he said that he's willing to do one term. And everyone knows that when he left the PDP and went to the Labour Party, he was able to get over 6 million votes. Are we going to dismiss what he was able to get in the last elections?
The problem I have okay, give him the 6 million votes back. Dash him the 6 million votes. All those who voted for him before. No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you. Tell me where you will get the 6 million votes. Under PDP or under Labour Party.
Is the plan for him not to get any political party for him?
That's not what I'm saying.
It's a question.
No, you know better. Because if you are running, people should now know the party that you are running. Which platform are you running? Is it not correct? Was it December he will mention? Atuku has said he's going to run in ADC. Amechi has said he's going to run in ADC. He has not said where he will run. Why are you keeping your supporters guessing? Are you trying to say that, well, I'm trying to find which party?
So you won't let him come to the PDP?
Nobody may coming to PDP. So his own is anywhere he goes, he can go to anywhere. When it's not to he goes there. Then when we are free working, he comes. He's a saint, eh? Nobody in PDP. Now you said there was something you said. You asked the question about. Okay, let me just make it clear. If Arufai, look, it is very clear. First of all, I like Arufai say, look, stop saying that you run for 4 years. It's not correct. And I don't want people to be deceived. Circumstances will change. How do you sit down here, somebody, a president tells you, I will run for 4 years. Then you just say, yes, I believe him. I mean, whom are you trying to, and you say, Elfa said it, please stop this now. You are not being fair, you are building ourselves. I mean, how can you say that? You think that we are not Nigerians? And he said it clearly. That is not correct. Don't tell Nigerians such a story. When you get there, you now find out whether you run for even second or third time. Some people try to do third time. You know, it's not correct. So the point
and the Southeast, South caucus, they still have a kind of bone of contention.
Yes.
Are you okay with that convention that we scheduled to hold in Ibadan?
I have told you something. It's the issue of where convention is not the problem. The problem is issues leading to convention. And people should understand that. I'm coming. I'm coming. No, that's not correct. It's not correct. Hold on now. Well, no, hold on. That's why I say, do your researches. PDP has agreed. They have set up a technical committee for the Southeast and they're Boeing. And they've sent the letter to INEC when they will conduct the congresses. So that's why I say, make your researches first.
Honorable Minister, let's talk about the PDP.
Hold on. This one we're talking about, is it ADC?
Okay, well, it's certainly
I mean, let us not, you see why I said that you cannot be united today, because the truth is coming out. The truth is coming out. Now, and they've agreed to do that. On the issue of South, which is another issue, they've agreed to look into the matter. Look, I have said, if we don't love PDP, by now, you will be hearing that name. It's not, I don't need to be a governor for me to do what I want to do. Our own team is meeting today by 7 p.m. I want to let you know. I will hear what you will say. We're not contesting venue of a convention. And people are just saying, yeah, when you say convention, they don't know what we're saying. There are things that are leading to convention. If they are not taken care of, the likelihood the convention will not hold. And instead of you to report what we have said accurately, I'm not challenging. And that's what you say, oh, because I'm quarreling with Sheyi, that's why I say convention will not hold in Ibadan. That is, the venue is not the subject matter. The subject matter is, have you done what you're supposed to do before holding that convention? So you now go and turn it, that I said Ibadan will not hold the convention. No, that's not correct. We have had conventions in different areas before. We have had convention in Port Harcourt. We have had convention in Abuja. So the party can decide whether to hold it in Sokoto, whether to hold it in Borno. But what we are saying, before you get to the convention, have you done what you're supposed to do? If you've not done it, it may be a setback. And the PDP, from what I was not around, have taken some steps to see that such issues are being resolved. And if they are resolved to the satisfaction of the complainants, there's no problem. But if they are not resolved to the satisfaction of the complainants, of course, they will take action. It's not about, you see, I've told people to know this. For me today, one thing people don't understand. If you have a problem, don't continue to give yourself more problems. Try to restrict yourself to the small one you have, than to add up other problems. No opposition party can survive when they have serious crisis. The duty of opposition party to see how, whatever way, they can solve their problem. It's not by being arrogant. It's not by being, impunity. You say, no, I'm a governor, I will do it. I don't need to be a governor before I cause small problem. I don't need to. I don't need to.
Can we ask
let me just quickly bring you back to
your territory.
Go ahead.
Okay, Your Excellency, the notion by a lot of political analysts is the fact that the decision of the PDP to zone the presidency to the south and, of course, the chairmanship to the north is medicine after death. That has been established. But you are still a member, a part and parcel of the People's Democratic Party. Is there any solution that you have personally for the political resurrection of the PDP that you say is gradually losing steam? Because if today the PDP sinks, you are in that ship and you might sink together with it.
No. You see, again, who are political analysts? Those ones that appear on television.
There are quite a number of them.
No, you see, let me tell you, sometimes I feel so, when I watch television, I turn it off. You know why? How did you know it's a political analyst? Sometimes I see people, he's a security analyst, constitutional lawyer. Where do you get that from?
Because they speak from a place of knowledge.
Political
knowledge.
You see, no, please. No. You see, that I've been in a country where there was war. Do you understand me? And I saw that, look, there's no need to have war. It will set back development, right? That does not make me to be an analyst of war. It does not make me. Here in Nigeria, everybody has assumed to be an analyst. When I watch television very well, I take interest when I have the time. I see the people they bring to talk about local government, to talk about state. I say it because they cannot find people who can really do justice to this. If you make your research, is what I always say, before somebody comes up, you would have checked his background. You would have checked what are his contributions. It's not a question of, so I don't like to hear this most political analysts. I have told you here that we have said, look, about convention. I said, if these problems are resolved, good for us for our convention. That means I've offered solutions. I mean, I don't know why you want me to repeat it.
We have just about 3 or 4 minutes to go, and we still want to round up on FCT issues. And I think
quickly, Your Excellency, you made one complaint on your way here. The corn seller on the road, peeling and littering. Abuja is filthy. The waste management is not being properly managed. That's one. How are you going to tackle that? Secondly, I will take you back to the district hospitals. Caro is one. Otako is abandoned for almost 20 years and you have miscreants living in there. Okay. The Caro 1 concession, the concession has expired. Okay. What are you doing, sir?
You see, sometimes again I ask, you were here when we discussed about Otako. You were here when I said about litigation.
Yeah, you said it's been resolved.
No, I said it's just been resolved and procurement process is going on. You were here. And mind you, it was not under me. I just came and I met it. Yeah. And when a matter is under litigation, you know it takes you a lot of time. There's nothing you can do about it. But we have been able to resolve. And then the procurement process has started. And I said, if you look at our law, procurement process is not a one-day affair. Absolutely. And I've told you the number of hospitals that we are taking up now. I told you this year. So if you talk about Abuja is filthy, look.
Maybe you should add
one major problem.
Maybe you should add this to the Abuja filthy situation environment. And that is the question of open grazing. On this series, you had announced a ban on open grazing in the FCT. But we still see cows everywhere, including in front of your official residence.
I didn't know you go to my official residence every time.
I passed through there, I see that.
Let me tell you, I think it would have been proper to use this word, like it's also in some other states and some other cities too. We have traveled. It will be wrong for you to say Abuja is filthy. It is good for you to say some parts of Abuja is filthy. I agree with you on that. It will be too wrong. We must appreciate certain things done. And if you don't appreciate that, it's like somebody coming now to say Abuja, no road. That'd be unfair. Some areas in Abuja, there are no good roads. I agreed. Some areas, there are good roads. I agree. And attempts are being made to put the other roads that are not in good condition to be in a motorable condition. We cannot totally generalize or condemn. I find problem in this waste management. But you have to have the political will to fight it. It's unfortunate how it was awarded, people who don't even have the capacity, who don't even have the equipment to do it. And one thing is that when you come to a position and you take such drastic actions, sometimes people who don't even have information are those who will be saying all kinds of things that you just came or you are trying to do, collect the jobs that they gave to because they are your opponents. Meanwhile, you don't even know those who are doing the job. But you feel that the work is not moving and you take action.
Have you had a conversation with them, the waste managers?
How will I know they don't have the capacity? It's because I've interacted with them. So what we have done, we have gotten approval for the BPP. Look, they advertise this. Now, that's the problem. I won't be there when the procurement is going on. Now I say, look, I have to. I said with him, go and check where their equipment are. Did you understand me? It shouldn't be done on political patronage, particularly issue of sanitation. It shouldn't be done on political patronage. And we're doing that. It's unfortunate, but that is the truth. That's the truth of the matter. And then you ask somebody that asks, now you say, now let me tell you about the politics of that. It's a national security matter. Abuja is the capital of the country. I hope you realize that. You have diplomats here. It's the seat of the presidency. Did you understand that? You have to be careful. Nigeria is a place where people are certain trouble for you, where they will now come up to use religion and play. Look, I've told people, and I asked one of them, tell me the simple truth. Do you like this happening like this? I have traveled all over the world. You don't see this. Why is it that if government brings out the policy to stop this, you ethnicize it? I have the capacity to say if I want to stop it. But again, you also have to be careful. The next thing you will see, that Mr. President has directed the minister to fight against social people and social people. You see, so you know there are some things that are very dicey. So that's why I say it's a national security issue. We have NSA. We have the security agencies, right? I want them to call the FCT minister. Who are with you? We don't want this again. Watch what I will do. So I'm you see, some of you, you only looking at it, FCT. The moment you take that decision now, you will see what you will hear. Right. You never had it in your life. We understand. So it is not what
are tied on this issue.
It's not only being tied.
Because we have to go.
I'm making peace. That's why.
You are making peace with People who
you know what my people say? Instead of fight, let there be raid.
Okay.
Yeah, do you understand me? But everybody knows it is unacceptable and it is the truth of the matter. And we just don't want to tell ourselves the simple truth.
All right,
everybody wants to play politics, something you know. Let NSA call us. Let DG call us. Let the IG call us. Let all the health of security call us. We cannot allow this in FCT. See whether it will not stop.
All right. Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. Let me thank my colleagues too. Felicity, she's of News Center. Felicity.
Yeah, it's been my pleasure being here. Thank you very much. For
and of course, Christian Obodo.
It's been really wonderful. I mean, hearing your views politically and in terms of the leadership in the FCT. Thank you.
I hope you're happy.
Thank you, Honorable Minister.
Ayo.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister.
And Chijoke.
Honorable Minister, it's been a pleasure. I still have questions for next time.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Minister. We really
My
appreciate
happiness
it.
is that the editor from Arise, I've had and I've seen it, I've had the truth. And thank God the channel is here. Carry the message, but let us tell the world.
We'll take the balance.
The truth. I don't know about that.
Thank you, sir.
News Central.
News Central has also been there. Carry the story well. TVC, carry the story well. ADBN, try. But the truth must be told.
Thank you, sir. We'll see you again.
Thank you.
That's the end of today's edition of the Ministerial Chat. We'll see you again very soon. On behalf of all of us, my name is Ben Garulino.